So today we're going to make macaroni salad for my grandma. So I got the water boiling because you have to make, obviously, macaroni elbow noodles. It's 2 cups here, but in the recipe it calls for a whole box, but we're just doing a smaller version of it. That's why we also have the eggs cooking. We're going to make hard-boiled eggs. We got 4 eggs. So we need to chop up some celery. So I got 2 things of celery. Celery. I don't know. Just gonna chop up a little bit. Roughly kind of chop it like this since I have a little chopper. The eggs got done. Just gonna take the lid off and let that cool. Got the celery. Put it here. Just 2 things of celery. If you're making a bigger batch, obviously it's gonna be more than that. Okay, the water's still not boiled. We need an onion, and usually it calls for 1 whole onion, but since we're doing half the version, we're only going to do half the size of the onion, obviously. Again, just rough chop it. If you have a chopper like I do, then it's a lifesaver. And of course, since this is my grandma's recipe, there's not really obvious measurements to anything because grandmas never measure out things. Now that this is done, we're going to obviously drain it. Careful, it's hot though, so got some oven mitts. I'm going to drain this and then rinse it off. Rinse it to cool it off. Okay, just got this big bowl here. We are going to just drain these off. Just going right on in here. If you're doing the original recipe, it's going to be probably about like that much more of noodles, but I'm not doing that. So I got onions and the celery that I chopped up. So throw that in there. And then we're going to get some mayonnaise. I have some juice of bell pickles. I don't have the actual bell pickles, but if you do add bell pickles, it's about 2 to 3, depending on how much you're making. Since I don't have it, I'm going to use the juice for it, which the juice just moistens it up more. Okay. And then we got some sweet relish. I'm gonna get a spoon real quick. Some sweet relish. And it's just about maybe 2 or maybe 1 or 2 scoops. I'm going to do 1. And of course, when you have the actual pickles, it's going to have a whole different flavor. But the recipe calls for is both sweet relish and dill. Then here comes the fun part. There's no really measurements. I know in the recipe it says measurements, but honestly all to taste. I remember her getting some Velveeta. She just goes like this until the whole thing's covered. She's just this. Till it's all covered. Like that. And then some garlic powder. And again, she doesn't measure, she just throws it all in. Okay, so I did the garlic, dill weed, jar, celery. We just need to add the eggs and then salt it to taste. And the mustard. I don't have any of the pickles, but pickles is also what you can add to it. Probably go to the store and get some. Let's see if the eggs are cool enough to cut. And she has this little egg cutter. So cut your eggs in little slices. And again, my grandma never really measured. It's until this is I'm gonna call it not too dry. I guess that's how she puts it. So I want to mix that together and make sure it's enough mayonnaise. Now I start doing this Chinese mustard. Let me open this real quick. Again, you can use regular mustard. If you're using the Chinese mustard, she said 2 teaspoons of the powder. And about a teaspoon of water. And if it's too thick, then obviously add more water. So yeah, it's getting a little too thick. To get mustard-like consistency. Alright. We're gonna let this sit for a little bit, because if you let it sit for a minute or two, it's gonna get hotter. For sure. Grab the eggs. And just set them in there. Off the egg. You just use this. And right on it. And then you just do that for the rest of the eggs. Okay. Now that you got all your eggs in there, you can stir it up. Okay, just break up the eggs and you just stir it. Alright. Mustard should be good now. Dump in there. Away, and again, all of it's to your taste. Of course, I am missing one ingredient, and that's just the dill pickles.
You want to explain that to people so it doesn't catch them by surprise?
What?
That the mustard hit your eyes like hell?
Oh, yeah.
Worse than the onions?
Yeah, the mustard will get you to your eyes. Really bad. But, oh well.
Not that bad.
Alright, let me get some salt. Okay. And this is all to your taste. My grandma, she trusts herself enough to pour it in there. I don't. So I'm just going to go with my hand and just do it this way. Because I don't trust myself enough to, like, actually pour it in there. I'm not as skilled as she is. And that's pretty much how you do it.